What's everyone up to today? It's Wednesday, right? Yeah, happy Wednesday. I'm gonna give it just a minute for a couple people to jump on, make sure my live is working, and we will jump right into it. Should be able to see when people jump on. So excited. Now we've had a lot of training in here. We have more to come. It's just gonna be crazy this year. 2018 is just the year of leveling up, executing. It's just going down. So there may not be very many people that jump on live because it is a Wednesday during the day. So yeah, we will see, I suppose. Try to make a no appointment, and they have no appointments for the next few days. So I'm missing, like, several of them are loose. I've waited freaking 3 weeks, and I've got a couple missing. It's awful. But get me an appointment soon, I hope. Let's see. Got one person on. It doesn't show me. I think it's Bree. Maybe. Get my notes ready. I think it's good to go. I'm only going to give it just another second because I don't want to be on here forever. I have a lot to share. Super pumped. Yes, it's Bree. Hey, girl. So I'm probably just going to go ahead and get started and just get it going because I know the replay will be in here for you all to go back and watch and, you know, take notes or whatever you need to do. So today's topic is all about how to perform your own social media audit. So basically, you know, nowadays with millennials or whatever you want to call it, building your social media is how you build your business, basically. It doesn't matter if you're service-based, product-based, I mean, anything. It doesn't even matter if you're selling anything. If you're just building a brand or building yourself, social media is the place to do it. So I wanted to just kind of jump in and you know, pop on here and tell you how to do your own social media audits, what you can do, what to look for, what to fix. It's not going to be super long. I'm going to give you some information, but, you know, it's going to be really, really good. It's going to be eye-opening. You're going to have some aha moments. So either as you have them or, you know, if you watch the replay or at the end, I want you to drop, you know, something that maybe you didn't know or maybe you did know, but you realized you needed to change. Something that you weren't focused on. I want you to be able to drop those, and if you have any questions too, so I can go back and answer them. So my hair's driving me nuts today. It's like a mess. I don't know what the deal is. So whatever. Basically, the way that you're going to perform a social media audit is obviously you're going to go and look at you know, your social media accounts. So I know most popular are Instagram and Facebook. That's definitely what I run with and what I use. But I also know, like, you would think it would be so easy, and it is simple to, you know, run your social media accounts and have your branding and, you know, posting your content. It's simple, but it's not always easy, and it does require work in the beginning. But, you know, once you kind of hone in on what you know you are, what you're about, what your niche is, you know, your tribe, your ideal customers, all of these things. Once you know what these things are and you figured all that out and then you work on your content, it's easier and more simple to keep up with. So the biggest thing is when it comes to your social media, you know, you're probably downloading all these checklists. You're probably exactly how you to go ahead and jump into the email. I know I put the email. It has on it, and you know, it's super, super helpful. So anyways, let's just jump in. How to perform your own social media audit. So whether you are new to social media, which I guarantee none of you are new to social media in here, you know, my tribe and trendsetters are usually people that, you know, these babes that have been on social media, you know, have played around with it, have grown a following, they know their brand, they know their customer pretty much. Most of you all should know, you know, you have some sort of idea what you do, who you are, what you are about. So it shouldn't be, this social media audit should be, you know, more about your strategy and what you need to update and change and just really run with. So like I said, most of you all are not new to social media. So however long you've been in your business or your brand or, you know, whatever that you're doing, sometimes it's best, even I do it, even Bree does it, it's time to reevaluate, reassess. You know, it's not a bad thing to go to your Facebook and your Instagram and just scroll and think, sorry, my phone is going off. It's not a bad idea to go and make sure that what you're posting about and what your content and your bio and your, sorry y'all, everything that you're doing is aligned with you and aligned with your brand and, you know, just working the way it's supposed to. So when you're looking back, just, you know, if you have a brand, if you know your certain colors, if you know your certain vibes, are you portraying that on your social media? So most of you all may not know where to start with this. So that's why I'm here. I'm going to help you with all of this. You know, I'm so, like, this is what I love to do. I love to do the audits. I love to, you know, give social media tips. You know, like last week, or was it the week before? I don't know. I was in here about your hashtags. You know, we were talking about slaying your hashtag game. And, you know, we had some great follow through with that. People that were taking the tips and really running with it. So I just want to keep going in depth. I want to be able to tell you all what you can do to step your game up and, you know, level up in business and life and your personal brand and everything. I just want to be able to teach you all to do these things so you can, you know, show up every day and be you, be excited, you know, want to work your business. You know, they say, what is it? It says, when you do what you love, you never have to work a day in your life. So that's pretty much how it is. So, you know, I wouldn't jump in here if I wasn't excited about it. You know, I wouldn't, if I was like, ugh, I don't want to do it live. I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to, you know, whatever. If I had that kind of attitude, I'm not going to jump in here and try to teach you all. Like, I want my excitement. I want my knowledge I want to be able to pour it into you all and you can run with it. So anyways, the first thing that you need to do is, you know, reassess, reevaluate your goals. What are your goals in your business, in your personal life, you know, all of that. You need to really figure out what your goals are as a whole. You know, maybe you're going for a certain promotion. Maybe you're trying to just grow your, you know, your following and engagement higher than it is now. You want to be able to attract your tribe. And, you know, we talk about this. I say this over and over and over again. You don't want just the you know, the quantity of people. You don't want 100 followers today if all 100 are interested in what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, you want to be able to attract your tribe, your, you know, potential client, your potential followers should be people that want to follow you and want to know what you are about, want to know who you are and what you do. So goals setting is the first thing that you want to do. You want to know what your goal is, what you're trying to accomplish with your social media and your business and everything else. So basically, if your brand is, even if your brand is newer, and you're just focused on getting, you know, more customers, more clients, more followers, you're going to be pushing for just the following and growth in your engagement. Like, that's going to be the biggest thing. And, you know, I know that's all of our goals, period. Like, even if you have huge business goals or your brand's been around for 5 years, that's still your goal at the end of the day. But especially when you're brand new, that's going to be your biggest goal. Like, you want your engagement up, you want your followers up, you want all of that. So that is going to be the biggest thing. Thinking about what you want, what your business goals are, because you want to make sure that they're aligned with what you're doing on your social media. Like, you want to know that you're not just jumping on Facebook and Instagram just to throw something up to say you posted for the day. That's not what you want. And if that's what you're doing, you just don't need to show up at all. I'm just going to be real, because that's me. You know, if I'm not in it 100%, I don't need to jump on Facebook and spam Facebook about just because I wanted to post something and just post some crap that doesn't even matter. If it's not about me or, you know, it doesn't relate to me, that's pointless. You're wasting your time. You don't need to even show up if that's the case. Show up when you're ready. Show up when you're ready to show the world what you're about. So that was step number 1, is really just thinking about your goals, thinking about why you're here, what you want, and, you know, what you're after. The second step is who you are and your branding. Who are you? What are you about? What is your brand like? You know, are you with a makeup company and you're just wanting to show up and show your single moms? So you want to show up and show single moms that you can be confident. You can do your makeup in 5 minutes a day and still look amazing. You know, your makeup is bomb. Like, you know, whatever your goal is or whatever your tribe is, you want to make sure that what you want out of that is what you're showing up to do. If it's makeup, you want to show up and give tips. You want to show up and show your makeup. You want to show up and talk about how you taught your friend how to do something, and how they love their makeup and they show up every day and they're more confident and they're just happier all together. Like, that's what you want to do. Ooh, I don't know what that was doing. So just really thinking about yourself and your brand. What it comes down to on Instagram and even Facebook, you know, but Instagram is really, really, like, once you go to my Facebook, you can see maybe one post once you click on my Facebook. But on Instagram, they can see your first 6 to 9 posts right off the bat. So when you're doing that, you want to make sure that you're showing up the right way. So what it comes down to is consistency. Consistency is huge. If you're only showing up once a freaking month, then what's the point? If you're showing up once a month and you're posting one thing, who's here to, you know, people aren't going to keep showing up if you're not showing up. So why should they follow you if you're not even there? So your Instagram, your Facebook, it should look, I don't want to say it should look the same, but it should be the same across the board. You know, I'm not saying like everything needs to be pink, everything needs to be whatever. I'm saying that if you're about your children, if you're about your business, if you're about your brand, that's what needs to be shown on your Instagram. If you show up to share business tips and health tips or whatever, then show up and do that. That's what needs to be across your social media. You know, if you're selling makeup products, but all you're posting about is crystals and gems and stuff, then you're not selling anything to your people. You're not being you. If I just get on Facebook and I go to Bree's page and I just copy everything that she's posted and post it on mine, then what's the point? Why are people following me? They can just go follow Bree. Like, if I'm not showing up and doing what I'm supposed to be doing and showing me and my brand and everything else, then there's no reason in showing up. That's not you. So you should be able to, like, your tribe should be able to go straight to your page and know what you're about, know who you are, you know, what you do. They should be able to tell all of that right off the bat. They should know who you are, what you do, and why you're there. That is it. That is the first thing that they need to see. So the first thing to talk about is, you know, your name on Instagram and Facebook. Is it consistent? So say Bree's name on Facebook is Bree Long. Her Instagram name is, I don't know, Krista Smith. People aren't going to be able to be consistent with that. They're not going to be able to say, oh, I like this girl on Facebook. Let me go see where her Instagram is and see what it looks like. And then they can't find her because her name's not the same. And I'm not saying it has to be completely the same, because sometimes when you have a brand or a business, it's different. But there needs to be some consistency. If you go to my Instagram, it's Chris Aaliyah, and I have Krista Smith on there. My Facebook is Krista Smith, but my name isn't very common. So when you look that up, you're probably going to find me anyways. And then when you go to my website, it's chrisasmith.com. Like, everything needs to be consistent. They need to know who you are and where to go. If my Facebook was Krista Smith, my Instagram was Chris Aaliyah, but then my website was, I don't know, Elijah Williams, that's one of my kids, ElijahWilliams.com, how are people going to find that? They're not even going to think that's mine. Like, it has to be consistent. Haha, Bree Woods, yes. And that's the thing, like, and sometimes even if you have, like, say Bree's name was Brianna. She had Facebook as Brianna, but her Instagram as Bree. People aren't going to sometimes they're not going to be able to figure that out. Sometimes it's going to be too different for them. So really just show up, you know, across the board with who you are and what your name is. Keep it consistent. I mean, and it can be as simple as your whole Facebook is green, but when you go to your Instagram, it's all purple. People are going to be like, oh, maybe that's not them, and back out. Like, you just want to make sure that you're consistent with your brand and who you are, your name, all of that. That is the most important thing and the number one thing you need to look at. So the next thing is your bio. And like I said, all this is in the blog, so you can go step by step, take notes now or go back to it or whatever. Your bio has to tell what you are or who you are and what you do. And it has to be quick, to the point, and attractive. And consistency builds trust. Exactly. So like I said, if I'm showing up about single moms here and then I'm talking about single dads on the other page, well, that's going to be a little too much. It's going to be a little different. So your bio, like I said, you don't have much to work with on your bio. You don't have very many characters that you can use. So you have to get straight to the point with who you are, what you do, and just attract them and make them want to follow you. So there are some questions that we go over that, you know, you can ask yourself, you know, is this what I'm doing? Is this where I'm at? So it says, is your bio accurate and the same across other accounts? So does my bio on Facebook say that I'm a married wife and mom, or Christian wife and mom, and I teach health and wellness to single moms? And on my Instagram, does it say pretty much the same thing? And who you serve exactly? Well, I said that, but I guess I didn't specify that. Like, I serve single, you know what I mean? If I serve single moms. So does it say that on Instagram too? You know, is that consistent? Does it show both? On Bree's bio, does it say the same thing on her Instagram and her Facebook? So people know when they go to her page what she does, who she's about, who she helps, and why she, you know, whatever. Like mine, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and pull mine up so I can make sure. So when you go straight to my Instagram, it says, you know, like I said, my name's Crystal Leah on Instagram, just because I think Smith was taken at the time. I don't know what the deal was there. It's loading slow. I hope I'm not lagging or anything, so y'all let me know. I don't know if the internet's acting crazy. But, you know, I know it says Christian wife and mom. That's what I am. I'm a girl boss and hustler. So when people see that, they're like, okay, you know, maybe that's why I want to follow her. That relates to me. Blogger and health coach. So maybe that's why people want to follow me. Social media strategist. I'm all about women empowerment. And then I have like, let's chat and be friends. So, and it's very broke up. I can't show you on here, but it's very broke up. People can see it. They know who I am, who I serve, what I'm about. You know, I'm about women empowerment, what I do, all of that's in there. So that's the biggest thing that you want to make sure of. People need to know who you are and what you're about, who you serve. Are you for them? If they go on there and you just serve single dads, then they're going to be like, okay, that don't help me, so I don't need to follow her. Then, does your bio explain what your brand is? So my brand is just like my bio says. So is yours. Does yours say something completely different? Does it say what your brand is and who you serve? And then, what are the words that describe your brand? Are they obvious when you look at your profile, overall content, and bio? So if they're not, that's what you need to go back and change. If you're posting stuff that, like, your content is completely different than what you're about. So like I said, if I'm selling makeup and all I'm posting is health and wellness, that's not me, and that's not what I'm about. So that's the problem. You know, I'm attracting people this way and that way, and they don't know what I'm posting about, so they're not interested. You know, it's too much. You just got to keep it all together. So if you go to your bio and your name and it doesn't like blow you away, you need to think of different options. You need to think of different words. Even if it's your brand and you're just like, you know, you don't want to be a good mom. You want to be a great mom. You want to be an amazing mom. So same thing with your brand. You don't want to be just another girl boss. You want to be the girl boss. You want to be the coach that people go to. You want to be the health and wellness coach, the makeup artist, the person that people want to go to. You don't want to be average. That's not what you're here for. So you can, you know, brainstorm a little bit, write these things down, go, you know, get your brand and words in front of you, and then think of other words that go with it. So like I said, if it just says I'm a good mom, The other words for that could be great, amazing, powerful. Think of things that's going to attract more people to you. And, your overall goal. Like I said, I don't want to be a good mom. I want to be a great mom. I want to be an amazing mom. That's my goal. So write a few different ways. Think about, your brand statement. Spice things up. Make sure you're in alignment with it. Because like I said, if I didn't want to get on here and coach this stuff, I wouldn't. If I didn't want to be, a social media strategist, if I didn't want to do social media audits, if I didn't want to help people with, whatever, I wouldn't show up and do it. So I'm not going to put that that's what I am. I'm not going to say I'm a fitness coach if I don't even work out. You have to show up who you are and how you are and serve the people that you want to serve. So, that's just the biggest thing. And you got to keep it simple. You don't want to use things like, I don't know. Perfect example is like, in your company. Do you want to put on there that you're a silver, gold, upline ambassador, blah, blah, blah? People don't know what that is. They don't care. They don't care what that is. It needs to be something simple like I'm a top earner or I'm a top recruiter, or something that people can relate to, people that know what that is. Like I said, I don't want to jump on there and be like, I'm a silver, gold, diamond coach. People don't know what that is or what that means. You might make $100,000 a month, but people don't know that because of the way that you're posting or whatever. If you put 6-figure a month earner, people know what that is. People are like, okay, she's doing it. I need to follow her and see what she's doing. So that's just the biggest thing, is sitting down and brainstorming those things, seeing how you can, level up your brand and your bio or, your description. That's the biggest thing, because that's the first thing that people see when they come to your page. If that doesn't attract them, then why should they stay? Why should they even scroll down to look at your content? Why? You didn't even attract them with your name and your bio. So you just have to keep people going. You have to keep people wanting more. They want to see what you're about. So step number 3 is, just trying to make sure I'm not missing any comments. Step number 3 is content and your overall aesthetic. So what does that look like? Your bio and your name on Instagram is only part of it. So like I said, if that attracts them, they're going to want to scroll down and see more, see what your content is, see what you're posting about, see your, if you're all about, like if your bio is all about you're a mom, a Christian wife and mom, why when they scroll down, they don't see your kids or they don't see a family picture or even see a selfie? Like if that's what you are, you need to show that. You want people to want to see. So the most important part is amazing content. It doesn't matter if my name and my bio completely blow you away. If I'm not posting good content, people aren't going to stay. What are they going to my page for? So say everything blows them away and they go down, they scroll down and I have like 2 posts and it's like a picture of a lamp and then a picture of a planner. Are people able to see what I'm talking about? Maybe if I posted the picture of the lamp, then I'm talking about where I got it from and why I want it and why I got it and whatever, then yeah. But if I just posted a picture of a lamp and put have a great day, why should people like that? Why should people comment? Why should people want to see that? They're not going to want that. If it's a planner and I was like, okay, this is the planner I use. It helps me do this, this, and this. It's amazing, blah, blah, then okay. But if I just posted the planner and was like planning my day, why should people like that? People don't care. You didn't even give them a tip about how you plan your day or what you do or what you even have planned for the day. You know what I mean? Like you have to go into detail. You have to give people what they want. So if they feel like, you're always giving the best reviews or the best products, if they come to your page to see what planner you're using because you always give tips and they know that you run a busy life and you get so much done and you're a freaking boss, they want to know how you manage it. And maybe it's that planner that you use. So you become the go-to girl for the products that you're using to do what you do. Does that make sense? You have to show up like that. And with the content, you have to be consistent. So like I said, if you're showing up once a month, people aren't going to keep checking up on you. They're not going to hit that turn on notification button on your Instagram if you don't even show up. They're going to be like, okay, well, she posted yesterday, so it'll be like next month. when she posts again. No, that's not okay. You have to be consistent. If you're showing up with amazing content, people are going to want to keep seeing it. You got to keep showing up. So, I mean, that's the biggest thing. If I posted a social media tip today and people come back to my page like, oh my gosh, I can't wait till she posts another one, and then I never post another one again, then they don't care. They're not going to follow me. So, over and over and over, I will say, create amazing content and be consistent. You know, I never would have got where I am with my company, with my business, with my life if I wasn't consistent. You don't lose weight if you're not consistent. You don't learn how to put your makeup on if you're not consistent, if you don't keep doing it and keep trying. So, trying to make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, let me pull up my Instagram on here just so I can show you a couple things. So your overall Instagram aesthetic. So when you go to my page, so like I said, you know, there's my bio. I'm trying to see what way to point it. It attracts people. You know, I'm not going to go into stories today, but that's another thing that's freaking bomb about Instagram. So when you go to my page, it's very clean. I like the white borders. You don't have to do it that way. But it's very clean. You see my selfies, you know who I am. You see a social media tip right here, or about my blog, or about me going live today. You see that I'm about being in alignment. You see something that says Girl Gang. That's about my group. You see something about being a trendsetter. You know, all my colors. Like when you come to my page, it's attractive. You're not going to, like, if it's very dark or very spammy or whatever, people are not going to want to look at it. So really showing up with who you are, you know, quotes that you believe in, I mean, anything. That's what gets a ton of engagement. Your selfies, people want to look at you. That is the #1 way to get likes on Instagram or Facebook is selfies, pictures of you. That's what people want to see. So just making sure that you're keeping it clean, keeping it bright. You know, and like I said, it doesn't have to be whatever, but you can see my brand colors. On these white ones, you can see my logo colors. It goes to my website. I mean, everything. My Facebook is the same way. My bio is the same way. When you go to my website, it's the same colors. It's all my branding. People want you to show up that way. Let's see. Where was I going with that? Oh, that's why I went there. Your top 9 posts. So when people come to your page, this is what they see. So when you go to your Instagram and you look at your last 9 posts, you got to tell, hey, girl. You got to be able to tell whether people are going to be interested or not. So if you come to my page and you see that I'm posting about social media, you see that my colors are good, you see that, you know, it's very clean, you can tell what it is or what it's about, that's what makes people want to stay or keep looking or keep scrolling. If the first 9 posts don't even attract them, they're not going to keep scrolling and see what you're about. They're not going to, like I said, you want people to turn on the, excuse me, got the hiccups. You want people to turn on the post notifications. So every time you post, they see what you're posting. Just by keeping your colors, you know, you don't have to do everything, your brand colors. I'm not saying that at all. But the more that you do, the more that you show up, you know, in your brand colors or your brand vibes or cool or warm tones, you know, keeping that consistent. If all your pictures are crisp instead of pixelated, all of that's super important. And that's what people are attracted to. So you just have to make sure that it looks attractive. You know, when you see some pretty girl on Instagram, like an Instagram model, you want to look at her pictures over someone that's just posting dark pictures of their room or, you know, a selfie that you can barely see their face because it's so dark. People don't want to see that. So all of that is what brings it all together. All of that is the overall look of your page. You know, and it's easy, like I said, to do the work once it's done. So if you know your brand colors are like mine are pink and that teal color, if I know what those are, I know what images to look for. I know what word swag stuff to create. I know what Canva stuff to create to be able to plug into my content. It's so much easier when you know these things. So if you're all about, I'm trying to think of a good example. If you're all about beauty, you know, make sure that you're posting, you know, maybe you're posting popular stuff. If what's in right now is a matte lip gloss, then put some matte lip gloss on and post a selfie. You know, any way that you can attract people and show people that you're on trend or, you know, that's what you're about, that's what's going to bring them in. Let's let's see. I went over all of that. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything for you all. And after you do all that, after you look at your profile picture, after you look at your bio, your name, your last 9 posts, after you go through all of that and it looks pretty good or you're cleaning it up, go into your individual posts. Each individual post, see what got the most engagement, see who got the least engagement, see what was working for you and what's not. And I'm not saying selfies and quotes, that's all you got to post because that's what gets the most likes. But you can see what you did there to come up with more content that's going to make that engagement go up. So just see what really works with your tribe. So if I'm sharing my story about how I went from food stamps to 5 figures, and that's what gets me all kinds of comments and likes, then that's what I want to keep sharing. Parts of that story, not copy and pasting the same thing over and over again, but little things about that. How I did this, or what planner helped me do this, or what Facebook group helped, like anything that can help me. That's what other people want to know too. They want to know how you can help them, how you can share your story and help them. Because sharing your story is one thing, but if people can relate to it and they want to be part of your story, or they want that story for them, or you know what I mean, that's what they want to know. That's how you went from point A to point B. How you grew your Instagram followers to this. How you went from food stamps to 5 figures. How did you do it? That's what people want to know. So the most important question with all of that is your content relevant to what you're doing? So I've said it a few times already. If you're a makeup artist and you're only posting about health and wellness, then you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Your content is not relevant to what you're doing or what you're here to serve for. Your content is not bringing in the tribe that you want, the people that you're trying to sell to. So it doesn't matter how pretty your page is, how great your overall look is, how great your quotes are, or whatever. If you're not selling or serving or showing up to your tribe, then you're wasting your time again. So you have to make sure that everything goes in together, that you're showing up for the right people, that you're doing what you got to do to get in the faces of your people, your ideal client, your ideal audience, all of that. You have to make sure that you're doing that. So all that into your tribe and your followers. So engagement is different to different accounts, okay? If you have 20 followers, you're not going to have the engagement that someone with 2,000 followers has. So it's all different, but mostly all accounts, any kind of following, any kind of anything, they want to know that you're listening and care about them. That's it. That's what they want to know, that you're listening to their issues and that you care about them. So say you have 15 comments on a post or even 2 comments. Take the time and go back and respond to those comments. Not only does it help your post in your algorithm because you're having more comments, you're responding to people, but it shows them that you care, that you went out of your way to thank them for the like or the comment or the opinion, that you're going out of your way to care about them. That is the biggest thing. Are you responding to your messages? Are you checking your message requests and responding to those? Are you doing it in a timely manner? Not 6 weeks from now say, oh my gosh, I just seen your message. Thanks for following me. Thanks for the question. And it's not even relevant anymore. Does that make sense? My nickel's came out. So just making sure that you care, that you're showing up and you hear them and you see them. That is exactly what they want. And that's what everybody wants. If I'm on here trying to get Bree's attention over and over and over again and she never pays attention to me, then I don't want that anymore. I'm going to go find somebody else that'll pay attention to me. That's what you have to do for your tribe. So, and with that said, a reasonable amount of time is going to depend on your account and your team, if you have an assistant or whatever. If you have 20,000 followers, obviously you probably can't respond to comments and DMs in 2 minutes or 2 hours even. And you can designate time for this too. So the next thing with that is, are you following people that are connected to your brand? So say I have a, let me think. Say I have say we have a girl boss group Am I following other people that maybe have a girl boss group, or maybe coach girl bosses, or, maybe I'm talking to single moms or teen moms. You can go to teen mom pages and see what the issues are there, what their you don't have to steal their people. That's not what I'm saying. Not following other people, blah, blah. But go to their comments and see what people are asking for. See what those people are needing. That's your tribe, and that's going to help you figure out your content and how to attract people. Just finding people that inspire you and that are doing the same thing. Not necessarily the same thing, but just people that, are goals to you. Hashtag goals. Like, I see people all the time and I'm like, oh my gosh, she is goals. Like, I love her page. So, you can turn on the post notifications and see what these people are posting. If you're brand new, fitness coach, go follow other fitness coaches and see what they're doing, and just let it fuel you to do more or give you ideas. Don't take what they're doing. Don't do everything that they're doing, but take it as an idea and go try something new, or see what your tribe needs. I mean, if they figured it out, step it up a notch. Just because these people have 30, 40, 50K followers doesn't mean that they're better than you. Everyone has something unique that they bring to the table. There's something that you bring to the table that they don't. And that's what's so great about this. It doesn't matter if you have 2,000 followers and I have 20,000 followers. If I never show up, or even if I do show up, there's something that you offer that I don't. And that's just the good thing about all of this. There's no competition. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter if me and Bree do the same thing. We're not in competition. That's the main thing. Don't go to these people's pages and just feel discouraged because you don't have it like them. People can have a huge freaking house and the most beautiful family ever, but if they're on the verge of divorce, they don't even talk. If their kids are horrible, like, you know what I mean? These things are, from the outside looking in, it might look perfect, it might look great, but you don't really want that. You want what you have. Maybe you have the most loving husband and the best kids ever. Who cares if they have a beautiful house? Who cares if their life looks put together? It's not what you want. So, let's see. And like I said, when you're following those people, or, potential influencers, or even people that just have a great following and they're not selling something, then you can collaborate. You can, just really join in with these people and figure out new ways to drive sales, get shout outs, just anything that you can play with. Are you liking and commenting on tagged hashtags or tagged photos? So maybe your hashtag, this is probably too broad, but say one of your hashtags is girl boss. Are you going in and, interacting with those people that hashtag that? Or are people tagging you in posts? Are you going in and interacting with that? Make sure that you're doing that. Make sure that you're showing up and you're seeing people for who they are, and, you're caring, and just show them that you're there. That's the biggest thing. And that's really how you're going to grow your following. If you're showing up, people are going to see you over and over again, and they're going to wonder who you are. So they're going to go to your page and look, and then your bio is bomb. Your content is amazing. So they're going to follow you. That's how you keep it going. It may not happen overnight. You're not going to have 10,000 followers by tomorrow, but consistent action, consistent content, consistently showing up, that's how you're going to get more followers over and over again. So, let's see. We got one more step, and then we are about done with this. So, the next step is hashtags. I went into hashtags. I bumped the video up today so you all can go back and watch it. But I went into hashtags last week, I think. I really went into that and how to use them and what to use and all of that. So make sure that you all watch that. I'm not really going to go into all of that, but there are questions that I have for you all to ask yourself on here. So whether you like them or not, hashtags are one of the most important things on Instagram, if not the important. An average post with one hashtag has 12.6% more engagement than one without. If you post one hashtag, you're going to have 12.6% more engagement. So why would you not just do it? Figure it out. So here are the questions I want you to ask yourself about your page and your brand. Are you using relevant hashtags that both you and your brand and your tribe, are you using relevant hashtags that both fit you and your brand and your tribe? Okay? Are you using the right hashtags? If you're a makeup artist and you're hashtagging health and fitness, it's not helping you out. So make sure that you're using the right hashtags. Do you have at least one branded hashtag that you consistently use? So I know one that I use a lot is Wife Mom CEO or hashtag Krista Smith. I use those consistently. So you need to come up with something, whether it's your name, your business name, what you're about, whatever, and use that consistently. People will start using it and start using that hashtag, and it's only going to show your posts more and more. And then the last one, are you selecting hashtags that are more than your niche, or, like more broad than your niche? So like I said, girl boss is not the best hashtag to use because that can be anything. If you're working with Beachbody coaches, then girl boss, the hashtag is not really going to help you because that's going to attract everybody. Hone down on the hashtags. Really go in depth of who your customers are, who your clients are, who you're trying to attract, and that's where you go with your hashtags. So, like I said, I did the live last week in the blog on Slayer hashtagging. You can go more into that and, look more into that. So, anyways, that was the last step. I really wanted to tell about a couple things on here. There's a million tips and tricks that I could tell you all about, a million. And, that's really going to help you, but we don't have time to sit on live and talk about everything. We don't have time for that today. So, there are some really awesome things that we've planned out for you all. The training, like I'll tell about our live tomorrow, that we're going to do tomorrow. But there's a lot of things that you can do to plan your content. There's a lot of things that you can do to look at your feed and make sure your overall aesthetic is great. There's a lot of things that you can do, and we will talk about that more. But like I said, we don't have time to jump on a live today and do a million things. So I really, really hope that even if one of these things that we talked about is helpful, I hope that all of these steps make you, really sit down and look at your stuff and make you want to level up. If there's more things that you want me to cover, make sure you drop it in the comments. If you have questions about anything, you can drop them in the comments. You can pop in my inbox anytime. We can talk about it, anytime. So basically, let's just recap a little bit. These were the ways that have helped me, really start stepping it up. This isn't everything that I've done, and this isn't everything that I've done to get to, over 15,000 followers. It's not that simple sometimes, but these are the things that help me get started on, growing my Instagram, growing my bank account from my Instagram. I mean, that's the biggest thing. At the end of the day, we serve, but we have to make a living too. We have to pay our bills. We all have bills. We all have, life happen. You have to have a car. You have to have a house. You have to have whatever. You have to pay your bills somehow. So your Instagram followers need to be able to turn into, customers to grow your bank account. That's the whole point in social media, to be able to show up to more people. So I just wanted to share these things because I know it helped me. I know it's helped the girls that I've helped. Just know that, a lot of people can go to my page and say, she's got 15,000 followers. I really wish I could be there. But I've been where you are. I didn't start with 15,000 followers. I started at 0, just like you. I've been there. I've been in the trenches. I've been where you are, trying to figure out what to do, what your brand is, where you're at, how to go from here, how to level up, what you're doing is not working, whatever. I've been there. Believe that. I've tried everything. I've ran on the hamster wheel. I've ran in circles trying to figure out what to do next, how to level up, how to get more followers, how to do whatever. I've researched. I've read 15,000 blogs. I've got every checklist out there over and over and over again. But sometimes what works for one person doesn't work for everything else. So say I typed up some kind of checklist, just like this right here. This isn't going to get you to 15,000 followers quickly at all. Just these things. There's more than that. But if I created a checklist that said use these hashtags, but they're not branded to you, it's not going to work for you. It's not going to grow you overnight. It's not going to grow you in a week or a month or even a year. Everyone is different. Everyone has different tribes. Everyone does different things. So if everyone does different things, we can't sell to the same people. That's not always how it's going to work. So, like I said, I've been there. I didn't know my brand. I didn't know who I was, what I was doing, who I was serving, how to grow a following, how to do any of that. I've been there. I'm nothing, nothing is different between you and me. I just knew that I had to step it up. I knew that I got a coach, Bree's my coach. I don't know if y'all know that, but it really helped me when I found someone that I could be, they could be my soundboard, that I could bounce ideas off of, or say, I've tried this isn't working, or what can I do to change this? Just little things, little tweaks, just from the outside looking in, that helped. That's the thing. You can look at your stuff all day, every day. You know you, but you don't know if I go to your page, I know what you're selling, what you're doing, and I'm interested. Other people, like your coach or whatever, even a friend, they can go to your page and say, yes, I can tell that you do this, this, and that. I can see that you're about this. Sometimes you just need that outsider to come in and look. So I just wanted to hop on here, give some tips, give an overall way that you can change things and level up a little bit. But I just love pouring into you all and sharing things that have worked for me and what, hopefully will work for you. I know it's just like a little 5-minute checklist on here, but I mean, that's just the biggest thing. You just have to figure out what works for you. If you sit down and you do this list and you just don't know what to do next, if you just get overwhelmed, if you don't know what to change, if you don't know what you're doing wrong, if you don't know what to do right, that's, maybe you need a little help. Maybe you need just a little push. Maybe you need an outsider to look in. Maybe you need to, maybe everything that you're doing is great, but you need some different hashtags or just these little tweaks that can be game changers. That was it for me. Like, yeah, I was growing my following. It was great, but I wasn't. Sorry, internet went a little crazy. But I know that right now you may be in excitement mode. You may be pumped. You may be ready to go do this checklist. You may be ready to look at everything. But I also know that you might get overwhelmed. I don't want you to, but I know that with me, when I try new things or I try to look at stuff or try to change stuff, I get overwhelmed. It's a lot. And, you might just need that extra help. So I found someone that had the results that I wanted, that knew more than I knew, that could teach me more. And for the millionth time, that was the outsider looking in to tell me what to change. So sometimes you're just on the verge of the breakthrough. Sometimes you're just right there at the edge, and you just need little tweaks or little changes that can help you level up, that can help you change it all around, that can help you get those followers even overnight. Not 10,000, but it can help you. Maybe 40 overnight. It's just those little things that can help you level up where you need to level up. So we have a social media audit thing that we're doing. It's a social media audit. You can pick the platform, Facebook, Instagram. And basically all you do is fill out a little survey, and we just go in depth. Like, I do the research. I dig in to who, you tell me what your brand is, who your followers are, what your niche is, all of that. And I do the work, everything. I do the research. I do the, personalization. It's not something like you go and download some random thing that says do this, and do this, but it's so broad that it works for everybody. This is personalized to you, your brand, and what you're about, what you want. I mean, we knew that this is what people are craving. We knew that in 2018, the goals that you all shared with us was to level up in life, level up in the business that you're in, level up on social media. But your business and your personal life, whatever your goals are, 9 times out of 10 go back to your social media. If you're not growing it, if you're not showing up who you are, if you're not really attracting the right people, it all comes back to social media, and that's how you grow your business. So like I said, we can grow to 50,000 followers, but if you're not using that to grow your bank account too, then, how are you making your living? What are you doing it for? We truly want to serve people and pour into people, but, like I said, we still have bills too. So like I said, it's just a fun little survey. You know your brand, you know who you are, all of that. So it will take you like maybe 5 to 10 minutes to fill it out. That's it. And then I do the work. We do everything for you. We come up with, one of the most popular ones is Instagram, or the Instagram audit. So we come up with 50 personalized hashtags for you and your brand, you and your tribe, to use to find people, for people to find you. We do all of that for you. We help you figure out how to level up, what to do, how to change your bio, how to change your name, what your first 6 to 9 posts should look like, and all of your content. Really, we really hone in on what's next for you, because sometimes that's the issue. Where do I go now? What do I change? What am I doing wrong? So we put it all together. We do all our homework, all the research for you, and then we come back with you and walk you through it. It's as easy as that. We give you the strategy to just show up, be you, attract your people, and run with it. And then your business takes off. Your Instagram, your Facebook, whatever that you want, it takes off. And it's going to be effortless. You're just going to show up every day as you are, share the content that you're supposed to be sharing, and people are going to be just flocking to you. It's just going to be crazy. That's pretty much our goal, to help you level up, to help you grow your Instagram, your Facebook, your social media, whatever it is. So like I said, this does come, usually our pricing is $150. But right now we have a special just for you all. It's going to be $99. And like I said, it comes with, let me pull the list up just so I can go over it with you. It comes with, like I said, your 50 hashtags picked just for you. How to improve the quality of your followers, how to improve the quality of your content, tips and tricks that you probably don't know to do or what to do. It's going to be more than just the basic outline. It's not going to be something generic. It's not going to be something that you get it and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, that I knew that already. It's going to be stuff you don't know. It's going to be ways to increase your following, increase your interaction. It's going to give you an influencer list, people to follow. So like I was talking about earlier, finding people, that have made it already. Some people that you might want to connect with, so you can grow, you can share followers. It can make you want to level up in your life. People that, like I said, when you look at them, you're like, oh my gosh, goals. She has goals. Like those type of people that want to get you excited and want you to, that make you want to just do more. That's what, we're offering. With all of this, with increase on your Instagram, your Facebook, your social media, and period, that increases your website traffic, your blog traffic, whatever your link is, that's what's going to go up too. And then guess what? When they go to your website, they're going to buy stuff. That increases your sales. This is not just about increasing your Instagram followers. It's about increasing your bank account. Is that what you need in 2018? Or are you just going to keep sitting here, writing it out and not doing what you're supposed to be doing and not showing up how you know that you can show up? Or maybe you don't know that. Let us show you that you can show up like that. Let us show you how to show up like that, where to show up like that. That's the biggest thing. It's going to be, I don't even know how to explain it. It's awesome. I've been doing them the last couple of days for some other people. I think I've done 4 this week, 3 or 4. And it's just awesome. Like, I just love being able to show people what to do to grow their following. So like I said, it is on our website. I can drop the link below. If you, I didn't jump on here to sell what we have. That's not at all what we do here, and you all know that. I jumped on here to show you a checklist. And like I said, I want you all to be able to go through that checklist, those 5 steps, and be able to level up on your Instagram. But we are here if you are overcomplicating it, if you're overwhelmed, if you don't understand something. That's what we're here for. That's what we do. So we want you to be able to come to us with questions and, come to us when you're overwhelmed so we can walk you through it. We can get you through it. We can get you over that hump. We can get you over that edge. That's all you need is just a little bit of push and a little bit of, you know, some game changers and some tweaks. That's what you need. So yeah, if you, like I said, we can drop the link below. If you want to jump in my inbox, we can talk about it. Another thing is tomorrow we're going to go live in here. Bree and I will both be in here tomorrow talking about some goal setting stuff. It's super, super exciting. Some ways that you can prevent burnout. You know, just some awesome things coming. Tons of free training. Just if you have any questions about anything, drop in the comments below. Pop in my inbox, you know, whatever. I'm just excited to be here. I'm excited to pour into you all. I'm excited to share my knowledge, my experiences, my testimony. So that's what I'm here for. So like I said, make sure that you reach out to us if you need us. Tell us, you know, how your self-audits go. I really want to know, like, if you didn't have any issues, if you did have issues, if you were pumped about it, if it worked for you. I want to know all that. So anyways, I hope you all have a good Wednesday, a good rest of the day, good rest of the week. Make sure that you pop on here tomorrow with us for some more free training. So bye, guys.